level as well. Now let's bring in Jason Smith, who's the House Ways and Means Committee chairman. Jason, good to have you on. You guys are in charge of the checkbook. Jason, tell us about what you think you're going to hear tonight. You know, I think is an important a debate coming up with the debt ceiling. We're $31 trillion, $32 trillion, and you have to make a decision, Congress has to make a decision to raise the debt ceiling to allow the spending to continue. Will you do it? Is it a wise thing to do, sir?
Well, one thing we have to look at, there has to be some kind of fiscal restraint that's attached to any debt limit. If you look at just the history of the largest fiscal reforms our country's ever had, in fact, the 11 largest fiscal reforms since 1985 were all tied with an increase of the debt limit. In fact, back in 2011, when Joe Biden was vice president and the House Republicans just won the majority, we were able to tie to the debt limit a 10-year budget caps agreement, which actually reduced government spending for one of the first time in a generation. We have to find some kind of fiscal restraint attached to the debt limit. And that's why I hope that Joe Biden will continue to negotiate with Speaker McCarthy and the House Republicans, because we just cannot give him a straight debt limit increase.
He's going to talk about some sort of reducing the deficit. Now, understand something, folks, that I don't know where in the world the president who spent more money than any president in the history of presidents says he's reducing the deficit. I will show you the debt. Show me the debt chart, folks, in control room, 100 years of debt, and show you what's going on with debt. And then I will show you, granted, this is both Republican and Democrats. Okay, what we're looking at right there, leave that up for a second. That's not the debt. That is what every single human being in America right now owes, $73,554. That's based on today's debt. That means if you have a child today, that child, he or her, is saddled with $73,000. By the time it turns 18, it'll be $125K. By the time it turns 30, it's $204,000. If we do nothing more, how in the world can we sustain this trajectory, Jason Smith?
We can't sustain it. Think about this. Just in the last 2 years of one-party Democrat rule, Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, and Chuck Schumer added an increase of $10 trillion of new spending. And that's going to affect all of us that just over the next 10 years, just interest on our debt is going to be over $8 trillion. That is unsustainable. That's a major problem.
Yeah, and let's put the other chart up. And this is we're playing fair. Look, I'm a libertarian. I'm not, yes, definitely. Let's show that national debt there. There we go. Look at that. That is over the last 100 years. And look what happened toward the end. See the end there all the way on the right? It just completely skyrockets up. Jason Smith, the chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee. Again, how is this sustainable? We're becoming a debtor nation. China is holding a lot of that debt. This is not a healthy economy.
It's definitely not sustainable, and that's why the American people are demanding some kind of fiscal responsibility that's brought into this debt limit increase. They helped deliver to Republican-controlled House of Representatives to put a check on this crazy spending. And the folks that's watching this, they are experiencing the direct result of reckless spending. Inflation's gone up to the highest it has been in 40 years because of the reckless government spending. They continue to spend like this, they're going to be paying more to put food on their table, clothes on their backs, and gasoline on their cars. And that is because of irresponsible fiscal policy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jason Smith, again, House Ways and Means Committee Chairman. We have to thank you. You got to get inside, get your seat and watch it. You won't have to watch Nancy Pelosi over the president's left shoulder. I will tell you, folks, when you do hear this man talk about wages going up, wages have gone up ever so slightly under the Biden administration. But with the effect of inflation on wages, actual real wages, it's a statistic that the government puts out, real wages have dropped dramatically. In fact, some of the fastest drop in wages in the last 40 years. Congressman Jason Smith, thank you for your time. Appreciate it, and go get him on the House Ways and Means Committee. Thank you.